Gardens TV. Great Gardens is your program. It's a series of free workshops and TV and other info that's designed to empower and inspire you to make real changes so you can do a lot better using a lot less. In this first episode, we're going to introduce you to the Great Sustainable Home Challenge because, hey, let's face it, it's time to act. The environment has reached crisis point, but we're here to show you that it's easy to make a difference. I moved into my new home in Hamilton Hill about 2 months ago, and like a lot of homes in WA, this guy guzzles water, power and nutrients. So we're putting the Great Garden principles to the test through the Great Sustainable Home Challenge. And the challenges are: 1, slash the power bills and be in credit with Synergy. Number 2, slash our water bills. Number 3, turn the house into a beautiful home. And number 4, produce at least half of our food on site. Number 5, create a magical garden for the kids. And number 6, prove that sustainability is actually a really sound investment. And we're going to start with the insulation. And when we bought this place, this is what they constitute as insulation. I mean, God, look at that. It's just awful. So we're going to replace it with this. Look at the thickness. It's going to be so much better. It's going to work to keep the heat out, which is going to make this place so much more comfortable, and it's going to slash the power bills. It's not just insulation inside the house that counts. Outside is just as important. So with my place, the roof, I'm going to get it cleaned up and put insulation paint, which will reflect a lot of that heat back. We'll put this beautiful pergola here, and we're going to have slats on it at this angle to let in the winter sun, but to keep out that high-angled summer sun. So at last, I'm not going to cook. Man, if you think I'm cooking, what about these poor plants? They're out in this the whole time. So we've got to make sure that we insulate the garden as well. So some good, sexy, rough, coarse mulch. And when we put that on, that's going to insulate the soil as well. That's going to slow down the heating effect in the soil, and it's going to slash the water use by about 70%. Awesome. So you can follow the trials and the tribulations as I unfold things at my place on the regular updates of Great Gardens TV. But now I want to introduce you to a mate of mine who's seriously ahead of the game and walking the talk. Jace, you've been in this place about 7 years?
Yep. And
I think it's fair to say that you're not the world's greatest handyman, and I enjoy telling you that. So you've done a lot of things that can be done really cheaply as well.
There's a whole host of things that people can do, but a lot of the stuff I've done around this house has been done by myself and done on a fairly lean budget.
And shading the walls, so you've gone from the roller shutters right through to the shading of the walls with just simple shade cloth. Why is that going to make a difference?
Yeah, look, the northeast and northwest sides of this home had big banks of windows, and obviously you want to try and minimise that hitting the glass in the first place. That's your most effective strategy, because every square metre of unprotected glass is equivalent to letting a 1-bar radiant heater on during the summer, so why would you do that? The shade sale I've got down from Bunnings, I've been able to shade that whole northeast side of the home for just over $140.
And your roof, you've done all sorts of funky things with your roof.
We had cement tiles, burgundy coloured tiles, Chris. You know, on a hot summer's day, those cement tiles get up to about 70 degrees Celsius. So that transfers obviously the heat into your roof cavity and then down into your home. The insulation paint has made a phenomenal difference the last 2 years that we've had that on, and that'll bring down the temperature of your roof to around about 50 degrees Celsius, so there's a lot less heat in that roof cavity.
And you have reached the point now where you are not getting bills from Synergy, and that's because of the systems you got on your roof?
Yeah, we're in the position now of a 2.8 kilowatt system on our roof. We've got 2 credit bills for the last 2 billing periods. We're about $500 in credit at the moment.
If Jason can do it, anyone can. So if you're inspired and you want to learn more, come to one of our workshops, which will focus on the environmental ways we can all live more sustainably in WA. There's no sales pitch, just free and great advice. For further details and more information, go to our website, greatgardens.info, or call our hotline on 1300 884 764.